Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I'm back at the Kayak again today. It's a special day for me because I'm changing my battery. I'm going with a different battery today. I have been using this 12 volt sealed lead acid or SLA battery. It says 20 amp hours. It's crap. There's no way. These things, you're lucky if they last a full season. I've been struggling with this thing. I would go and basically after 4 or 5 hours with the display on my Lowrance Hook 5 turned down to 3, I'd be losing power. It's crazy. So I've had it. I did a lot of research, and I think I found a new battery. So before I show you the battery, I want to show you what I've been putting the battery in. So this is the box that I had the battery stored in inside the Kayak, and it's kept on this pole with just a bungee. This box has been great in the sense that it keeps the water out. If I have water in here, I've got bigger problems than just the battery getting wet. And there's just one little hole drilled, and there's some putty around the wire on the inside to keep water from coming in. But from what I understand, this new battery doesn't need to be kept in a case like this because it is completely waterproof. So what I got was this lithium battery made by a company called Nocqua. You probably see some other YouTube videos online that feature this, but after doing a lot of research myself and getting some feedback from other kayakers, this is what I decided to do. So just here on the cover it shows you it'll power everything: your fish finder, your camera, your phones, whatever it is that you need. One of the other things I wanted to mention was, you see these other devices it can power. They sell you accessories if you want. You can buy an additional adapter that allows you to have a USB connector. So you can be powering these things not by hard wiring it, but by wiring in a USB connector. This is the 10 amp hour model. They make a 4.4. I wanted the 10. I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of power while on the water. And so the way you configure it is this. So my Lowrance Hook 5 maximum amperage that it takes per hour, that's if everything's turned on to the fullest, the display and everything, it will use 1 amp hour, and which means that in theory this battery should last 10 hours on the water. Now the specs for that Lowrance Hook 5 say for common use it's 0.75 amps per hour, and if you divide 10 by 0.75 you get 13.33, which should be the number of hours you could run with maybe the display turned down to maybe 7 or something like that. So hopefully you understand how to do that math. This is the size of the battery. This is it. I'll take it out and show you what it looks like. I actually didn't take it out of the package yet. You know what? I don't really want to pull this out, but basically this is it. It's completely sealed in this rubber too, which is why I said it was waterproof. And if you want to make your fish finder mobile, you can just kind of take this with you and walk away with your kayak and the fish finder just with this. Okay, so here's the wire going from the battery to your fish finder. Okay, and then the other side of that wire, you're just going to wire up your fish finder this way, and then the charger they provide, you're just basically unplugging the fish finder and plugging the charger in, and that's really it. They give you a couple wire connectors and some heat shrink tubing. This should be an easy install. Let's do it now. Okay, so I decided that I'm definitely going to use the box again, and the battery fits in there nicely. I've already got the power cord run through the little hole that I already have here, and now I'm going to put the putty on there. you know, it's perfect because the power cord is just going to plug in here, and it's going to be sealed in this case. I'm not worried about the connections maybe sitting on the bottom here with potential to get water on them, even though it shouldn't be an issue. You know, I'm anal that way, so I'm going to keep it in the box. Now you can see that putty there. I'm going to seal it. So I've got the old lines here, and I'm going to keep the lines, but I'm going to cut the lines on this side of the fuse because I want to keep this fuse. So I'm going to cut them right here. Okay, we got the red and the black cut. Now I'm going to strip them. So I'm about to install the connector, the wire connector here. But before I do that, we want to remember to put the heat shrink tape over the wire first. Otherwise, you know, forget it. You're gonna ruin your opportunity. Now we gotta crimp it. Okay, so let's shrink it up now. It's all done. Okay, so we're going to reconnect it and then check one more time. Tighten it down. Okay, we get it in the box here. Back in its little spot. Power button one more time. All right, good. Coming on. We're going to go out in the morning. I'm going to test this thing out. I'm going to charge it tonight. I'm going to max out the brightness on the screen. We're going to put this thing to the test in the morning. Okay, so I tested this out, but it wasn't just the next morning. I'm actually filming the end of this 2 months later. I've tested this battery. It's worked great. I've had occasions where I've had 2 or 3 trips, used the battery the entire time. I think I pushed it to 14 or 15 hours once, and before I ran out of juice. Love the battery. It's great. I highly recommend it. As I mentioned in the beginning, there's a link down below if you want to see where you can get it. Easy install, worth it. I hope this helped you. Have a great day.